So I actually planned on doing this video a few days ago, but I think it's fitting that this is coming out likely the day after the Bucs just got crushed by the Saints. 9-0 on Sunday Night Football. Very odd. But the Bucs were just completely stifled. Big time injuries, of course, as well. And their offensive line just didn't really play all that well. But it was just a tough spot in general for Tom Brady and the Bucs. And Tom Brady, I know it's going to be Tom Fraudy, blah, blah, blah. He has been so incredible this year. And his deep ball continues to be at the most elite of the elite. Tom Brady is incredible and gets hated on more than anybody else in the league. It feels like Lamar Jackson's right up there. But Tom Brady is actually an unbelievable passer and does so many things really, really well. But in this video, as you can tell from the title, we are moving on from Tom Brady, as he's like, what, 60 years old by now? At some point, he's gonna have to retire. If he dies before retiring, I don't know. I don't see it happening. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and rebuild the Bucs. They're a very good team, obviously, top to bottom. Very solid roster with playmakers at every level of the field on both sides of the ball. But we are gonna do a rebuild with Tom Brady not being on the Bucs. So we're gonna make him like 50. Actually, based on how old he is in the game, I don't even know if I can make him older. We'll have to see. Tom Brady is 44 years old, but can we make him older than that? I felt like the oldest you could make a player in the past was 40. Maybe I'm wrong about that. The oldest you can make him is 40. So I really can't even force Tom Brady into retirement, but I'm going to. I'm going to make him so bad after this year that he's going to either retire or just not be signed by a team ever and fade into obscurity. So I think Tom Brady's not going to retire for a couple years probably, which sounds insane to say for a 44-year-old, but he's still playing really, really well. And if he still wants to play, which it seems like he does, I don't really see a way where he does retire. But of course, for the sake of the rebuild, this is just what if he did, and what do the Bucs do afterwards? Some pretty tough decisions will have to be made with this team, including what happens with Chris Godwin. Are the Bucs going to have the money to retain him? Does he maybe seek a huge contract in free agency? Certainly possible. Leonard Fournette has started to play really, really well. The offensive line in general is great. Gronk's still great, but O.J. Howard probably not going to be retained. But I don't know. What do I want to do? Because Gronk, while he's still really good in the game, he's 32. How long is he going to stay good? I don't know. We have some decisions to make, but those will be in the offseason. So let's go ahead and simulate to that point and see how this Bucs team does. Very quickly, you can use code BENGAL on SeatGeek, SeatGeek. Find it in the App Store. Whenever you're buying tickets for anything, use code BENGAL, you'll save $20. I'm not saying go out of your way, right? But if you're going to go to a baseball game, football game, basketball, concert, anywhere that you're going to buy a ticket for, if you're going to already, use code BENGAL and save yourself some money. Why not? So the Bucs did go 13-4, but the Panthers in Sim went 15-2. Bucs offense was incredible through the air. However, on the ground, not so much. Defense was also awesome, and at least in terms of stopping the run. And that is, I didn't really even talk about the team that much. That is greatly due in part to Vita Vea. Really, really good defensive line. He's just the best nose tackle in the league. I love Kenny Clark as much as the next guy, but Vita Vea is the number one nose in the league. I think Kenny Clark is number 2. And then I think there's a drop off after that. I think those are just the best two, but Vita Vea is so incredible at not only pushing the pocket, but generating pressure. He's another level. But there are some things to work with. I'm going to get Joe Tryon-Shoyinka involved. He will be the new starting right outside linebacker after JPP leaves. Got Devin White. Levante David's still awesome, but he is older now. And I mean, I've seen the way he just completely deteriorates in these rebuilds. Shaq Barrett. Need to improve at strong safety. I like the corners. It's just really improving on Ndamukong Suh and Will Golston. I don't know why I called him Will. William Golston. We need better actual defensive linemen. If we stay in a 3-4, I mean, maybe we don't even. Because we could have Vea Suh at D tackle, Barrett, Tryon at defensive end, and then we're really only looking for an off-ball linebacker, we could do that. We have options, though. Flexible team. And then offensively, like, they still have Antonio Brown. Mike Evans is a beast. Scotty Miller in there as well. And, I mean, we touched on the offensive line. Gronk got got star dev. He only had normal. Did anybody else change now that we're in Super Bowl week? I mean, they may have. I didn't really check. But that is not the focus of the video. It's really more about Tom Brady. So he's not going to retire, even at 45. I think he's programmed into the game to last a few more seasons. I've even seen him in free agency. He might stick around like 4 more years. So what I'm going to do is change him to normal dev. And I am going to just cripple his overall so that hopefully he is forced into retirement. Again, I know we're doing a little bit of manipulation here, but it's, just the point of the video. We've done plenty of rebuilds on different teams, but this one is a bit of a themed rebuild, if you will. So I didn't do a whole lot of scouting either, as the Titans defeat the Panthers in Super Bowl 56. And I'm waiting to see retirements. We'll do auto-generated rookies, of course. I will be doing some more realistic rebuilds very, 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 very soon. Maybe even the next rebuild that I upload will be realistic with the 2022 draft class. But this one, since it's more of a fantasy style of what if Tom Brady retired, this one is not. Players ready to negotiate. We know Chris Godwin's going to be here, Rod God. Ryan Jensen, Gronk, AB, Leonard Fournette, Carlton Davis. I think Sean Murphy Bunting's going to be here as well. Is he not? He might be the next one. He's the next one then. Alex Kappa even. Wow, some really, really tough decisions because these are some big players. And all at like really interesting ages. I keep using that word because, like, what do you do with a 33-year-old tight end or a 31-year-old center? You know they're going to regress if you play Madden. You know these guys are only going to get worse. It kind of depends what they want. If Gronk wants 2 or 3 years, I think I can do this. I would prefer 2 years. It's a lot for a tight end. I'd almost prefer him to decline. Yeah, and just get OJ Howard. Gronk's great. Gronk's amazing, right? But I could franchise tag him too. I want Ryan Jensen for at least 3 years. He's still 92. Could I get Ryan Jensen from, let's say he goes down 4 overall every year. 3 years and a potential franchise tag at the cheap center position probably is my best bet. And Ryan Jensen returns. I think that's good. Rod Christopher Godwin Jr. I want Rod God back because we're going to lose Antonio Brown. We need to retain maybe the best, highest potential receiver on the team. And I think a 5-year deal certainly makes sense, worth 103 mil, and Rod God returns. AB is going to have to go. He's down to an 82 overall. He regressed so heavily. I mean, he got crushed. Lost 38 total attribute points. Fournette on anything more than a 2-year deal doesn't make sense to me. I will offer him a 2-year deal. It's more money than I want to give him. But Fournette's back. That's fine. That's fine, because he's going to regress at the end of next year. We'll have him still be good for at least a season, maybe even 2. Carlton Davis I want, but we're starting to run out of money a little bit. So if Tom Brady hasn't retired yet, we're going to be in a little bit of a tough spot. Sue's going to be gone. JPP gone. Golston, Richard Sherman's here. Rojo I have to let go. OJ Howard is going to be my Gronk replacement. I really don't want him on more than a 2-year deal, though. Actually, a 3-year deal for OJ Howard. The tight ends actually don't regress. Can I not say my R's all of a sudden? The tight ends don't regress quite as crazily as other positions. So a 3-year deal I'd be fine with. The age of regression, if you didn't know, is 28 usually, but for tight ends, it's a little bit better. Alex Kappa for offensive linemen too. Alex Kappa I want for 4 years. Did not know he went to Humboldt State. The more you know. And I think that's all I want back. And it's probably a good thing because I have little to no money. Tom Brady has not retired, by the way. He's playing up to a 68. Why did you not retire? You are a 64 overall and you're 45 and you lost your starting job to Kyle Trask. That's when you know you got to hang up the cleats. Okay, so I've killed Tom Brady's contract so that we don't get any deficit for releasing him. And Tom Brady, his accuracies are so crazy. I'm going to bring those down. But we're going to have no penalty for releasing him, and then he will be forced into retirement after I take down his accuracies. All right, Tom Brady down to a 22 overall. And goodbye, Tom. We'll free 10K in salary cap room. And that should give us a little bit of wiggle room in free agency as well if we want to do anything. But I'm not sure just how active we're going to be. And there are a lot of quarterbacks. I don't know a lot about them. That's the thing. But multiple first round potential guys, like 7. So 4.66 is the 6th fastest time of all quarterbacks. This might be a very fast class. Dennis Rollins looks really good. He looks really good. Now, his speed is only listed as solid, but 4.65, I can deal with that. That's like what? Probably 85 speed. That's pretty good. And his accuracies look really good as well. Dennis Rollins is probably QB1 for me right now. Ooh, Taylor Matthews might be interesting as well. A little bit slower, but does have elite throw power. Elite throw power, A awareness, A throw under pressure. Interested in Taylor Matthews as well. A awareness is interesting because I know he'll be pretty good, at least in terms of overall. But I'm not really loving much here. He's not that fast. Change of direction's great, but his throw power is only solid, which as you can see is about middle of the pack, which is fine, but not amazing. Oh, another Drummond. Travis and Antoine. I guess we can assume that they are related. Kind of a fun little storyline there. He only has good throw power. It's a little bit better. A little bit faster as well. It's kind of the jack of all trades guy. He's someone I definitely want to know a little bit more about, depending on how good Dennis Wilhelm is. Also has elite throw power and a throw accuracy mid. So, I don't know. Depending on Jeffrey Butler, he has a throw accuracy short and is fast and has great throw power. Oh, this is throwing a wrench into things because he actually looks really, really good. He has great everything except for jumping, which is elite. And he has a throw accuracy short. Butler's definitely going to be in play. And that might be a guy that we don't even have to trade up for. So he might be more acquirable. I want to know more about Butler, Rollins, and then it's between Matthews or the other Drummond. Probably Matthews with the elite throw power. Yeah, it's going to have to be. Free agency. I've made 2 big moves on offense, bringing in Gronk and Odell Beckham Jr. Now, Odell's in an interesting spot. He's been finding the end zone more often as a Ram than he did a Buck. I figure he's a good third option at receiver. We're going to be throwing the football in Buck's playbook quite a lot. So we're bringing in Odell. I mean, I'm a big Odell guy, Giants fan. He was so awesome and basically got, I mean, same thing kind of that went on in Cleveland where he was basically forced out, except the GM traded him and Dave Gettleman, who, I mean, in hindsight, it's like the Giants didn't do too badly, but the Odell that was in Cleveland is not the same Odell that was in New York. I don't know. But he's an upgrade on Scotty Miller, and he's going to be on the team for 2 years. It's a 2-year contract. He'll be fine for those 2 seasons, and we'll look to probably get somebody else. And then Gronk is on a 2-year contract as well. That's fine. Gronk's going to be down to maybe an 80 overall in the final year, which I'm totally cool with, and we'll continue to have OJ Howard. I thought about Teron Armstead, but I've gotten him a lot recently. And Levante David, as you can see, is down to an 86 overall. It's just crazy to me that if you have a superstar X Factor, you can still regress so much. Like, does the X Factor ability not hold off regression at all? Doesn't seem to, which is beyond frustrating. But I didn't want to give out too much money because then when it comes time to re-sign guys like SMB and Sean Murphy Bunting, we don't have any money to do that. And I need money to do that. Okay, so gonna scout these 3 quarterbacks. Rollins, Matthews, and Butler. I think there are 2 quarterbacks in this class named Dennis and 2 with the last name Drummond. Yeah, Dennis Wilhelm, he moved up a little bit. But I like Jeffrey Butler. I'm hoping he's really good because he looks to be an amazing all-around player with great speed, great arm, really good accuracy as well. I'm hoping the rest of the attributes are as good as short accuracy. But a lot more guys have good short accuracy than everything else. So we shall see come draft time, which is up next. I'll see you there. Okay, we pick at number 24 overall. I'm going to pause the draft. That's step one, because I don't want anyone just taking a player in case I want Dennis Rollins, who is a field general. Amazing accuracies. And we know he has a great arm. Dennis Rollins is going to be really, really good. A player worth trading up for. I will say that. 100% worth it from what I can tell. Taylor Matthews is the other guy I looked at. Now, he's got a cannon of an arm. The accuracy is not quite as good, but a throw under pressure break sack awareness are pretty nice and usually are not that high for quarterbacks. So I don't think he's going to be bad either. I think this is going to be a really strong QB class. And then the big one, Jeffrey Butler, is a scrambler type, but he does have a great arm and he has a throw accuracy deep. This has got to be the guy. This has got to be the guy. Because we probably won't have to trade up for him, which is the biggest thing. And even more than that, he might be the best player out of all of them. So he should be available at 24. He's ranked number 36, and we'll see all the overalls at the end anyway. So I'm going to say he's available at 24. If he's not, I'm going to be so sad, as the Packers have taken a tight end in the first round. Travis Drummond is still available, which means Jeffrey Butler certainly is, and that will be my pick, hoping for star better development. He is 23, which is kind of his only downside, but he is my pick, and he does have normal. We should be able to get that up pretty quickly, just based on him putting up crazy numbers in Bucs offense. 92 throw power, 88 speed is a really, really good start. I think he's going to be the highest rated of all the quarterbacks, but normal dev is obviously not what I would have wanted. Keeping him fairly local is pretty cool. Florida State quarterback, down from Tallahassee to Tampa. Now we're trying to pair him up with a really good second round pick. Didn't really do a ton of work on this class, didn't set it up correctly. So I'm hoping to see, just a steal. Maybe there's a really good running back. Don't really know much about Bryce Hickman. He looks pretty tragic. Great pass blocker, my bad. So he did the most work on left tackle, it looked like, and a little bit on right tackle, but left tackle are all at 80%. They're just all terrible. So I'm going to take a shot at a middle linebacker that looks to be pretty good, and he's a developmental guy, so he's not going to be pressured to start right away. It's Will Britt out of Wisconsin, which is like basically linebacker U behind Penn State, right? He's only, oh no, it's not Will Britt. It's not Will Britt. It's the guy behind him, Dante Shepard. Round 3 to 4 guy out of San Diego State. Not quite LBU over there. 4.47 speed. He's got great everything except for speed and jumping, which are elite. He's got B tackle, which is okay. I think he's going to be a guy worth taking a shot on. I just want to make sure, is there anybody else? Maybe this receiver is just sick and available. No, I don't think so. All right, Dante Shepard it is. Normal dev, does have 91 speed. So definitely not bad. I think something will work with there, but again, normal dev is pretty tough. Not ideal. Trading a 4 and a 4 next year. So a 4 this year, 4 next year, and a 5 this year for a third from the Titans. And I'm actually going to trade that pick as well with this pick. So now we have 2 third rounders for a very good pick from Minnesota, which is their first. Kirk Cousins is regressing. I'm betting on them being worse than number 28. That's basically being valued at about a second round pick right now. So I should be trading. It's 2 3s. Maybe I can even do a 3 next year. I think it's going to have to be the 2 though. Let's try it. 3 3s. No, but 3 2 should get it done. So a 3 3 and a 2 next year should get me number 28. And it does. So 2 picks this year, 2 3s, and a future 2 for what I think could be a top 10 pick from the Vikings. And that will be the draft. Very interesting. So Dante Shepard is a higher overall than I would have expected at 74. I thought this would be a developmental player, but 74 overall is actually quite good. That is better than I thought it would be by probably 3 or 4 overall minimum. And then Jeffrey Butler's a 74. I would have thought this would be slightly higher. But there is a lot to work with here. There's a lot to work with. He's no Tom Brady. He's nothing like Tom Brady. But he doesn't look bad. 74 overall really isn't too bad for quarterback, but I thought he'd be more like a 76. Taylor Matthews was a 76. Rod Calhoun was an 80. Normal dev for him, but looks really good. Now I want to see the quarterback. So Taylor Matthews was number 1, also normal dev. Was it everyone normal dev? Number 12, this is Randall Cunningham. Cannon of an arm, we knew that. We didn't know the accuracies would be where they were. I think that was the big problem of why I didn't take him. He doesn't look a whole lot better than our guy. It's just throw power's higher. I would say based on what I'm looking at, I'd probably prefer our player. Antoine Drummond is next. He has hidden dev. His accuracies were a bit better than I would have thought. Again, I think some of them are hidden. Like I couldn't see all of them. Dennis Rollins I thought was going to be really good. Normal dev. He does have the best accuracy. See, he looks better than the 76 overall quarterback to me. I guess they value throw power so highly. But I'm not really mad about that. I think we did pretty well. So the D-line is still a major issue with this team. So I am going to mix things up. And I am going to change to a 4-3 to better fit my current personnel. Also moving Dante Shepard to left outside linebacker. It looks like he's wearing kind of that old school helmet as well. Looks a little bit like Derek Brooks, even though Brooks, to my recollection, didn't have nearly the size that this guy does. Now, Derek Brooks was 235, actually exactly, but only 6 feet. I knew he was shorter, but I didn't realize he was 235. I guess it makes sense for a linebacker, though, of course, during that time as well. But yeah, Dante Shepard, 74 overall outside linebacker as well. I like the look of this guy. We just need to get him up to star dev. So he's going to need to make a ton of plays. Just what it's going to be. But it definitely fits better. I'm keeping Devin White at Mike just because he's going to be the guy that I actually want to re-sign. And outside linebacker is so much more expensive in comparison to middle linebacker. So doing it for financial reasons. And then I don't really have a D tackle. Anthony Nelson's going to play there. Gosh, he's not great. Ooh, do I not have a strong safety? I can't play Geno Stone over there. Is Geno Stone even on the Bucs? That can't be true. I thought he was on the Ravens. Maybe we just had a fill roster where Geno Stone ended up on our team. Or, I'll check. Maybe Geno Stone just got cut, didn't make the team, and ended up on the Bucs. No, he is on the Ravens. Okay. So, this is the team. You've seen it. Specialist. We'll keep Odell in the slot. Why not? SMB in the slot. And I think this is a long-term move. I don't want Mike Edwards. No. I'm going to move our rookie middle linebacker to sub LB2. And I will see you at the midseason mark. 4-3 at the midseason mark isn't great. It's not bad. We're currently tied for the division lead. I didn't assign my scouts. Oh no, I forgot to do that again. Now, Antonio Soto's main skill positions are the tackle spots. I don't want that. Now, oh, is this their strengths? I thought these were the strengths of the class. Maybe I'm a little confused now. Oh, it's the strengths of each region. Okay. Oh, that's a good thing to know. So this is strong for receiver, corner. We're good there. I think right end. We need defensive linemen. I'm just going to have him do right end. There are never good tackles in the draft. I say never. Once in a blue moon, you get a decent tackle. And I don't want that. I want more than that. Vita Vea, Devin White, Levante David will be a free agent. A lot of big ones. A lot of big ones. We don't even have a lot of money. And Vita Vea is really expensive. I do want him, though. I'm keeping Vea in Tampa Bay, and he wants more money? You're insane. Devin White is absolutely necessary. I'll up the money a bit on him. He resigns. Levante David's a tough one, man. Awesome buck. One of the best bucks of all time, really. I think you probably think about Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, Simeon Rice, I guess is in that conversation, right? John Lynch, obviously. Leroy Selman, too. Am I missing anyone big? I probably am. But Levante David's got to be in that conversation. I mean, heck, even Mike Evans. Let's see. Best bucks of all time. Rondé Barber's name I forgot. Why did I not say him? This list has Brooks, Sapp, Barber, Lynch. Oh, Mike Allstott. Yeah, of course. Mike Evans, Leroy Selman, Simeon Rice, Levante David at 9. That's not too bad. Oh, Gerald McCoy too. Yeah, he's in there. But anyway, I just can't get Levante David, man. He's expensive. He's getting so bad. He's going to be an 82 overall, and he wants a long-term deal. It just can't happen. I need Jamel Dean back. I need Sean Murphy-Bunting back. I cannot swing it. Sean Murphy-Bunting wants more money. We are going to have to figure out a way to get more money because we don't have Vita Vea currently. We got Jamel Dean back, but we don't have Sean Murphy-Bunting back. Where's their wiggle room? Vita Vea is going to kill me. He's going to cripple me financially. I'm never going to recover. Donovan Smith. Holy. That's a cut candidate. I'm going to try and trade him, though. I'm going to try and trade him now. All right, I'm swapping Donovan Smith to Washington for Sam Cosmi, Texas legend, hook 'em horns. Sam Cosmi is way cheaper. Donovan Smith is super expensive, as you guys saw. And I'm just going to move Tristan Wirfs to left tackle, probably. He's amazing. Why not? So it looks like we got a little bit worse, but did we? We cleared up a lot of money. We got a way younger guy that will actually develop. I think it was the right move. We just need Butler to start going. Start winning us some games. How about that? How about that? Gerald McCoy went back in the draft. Gerald Mcdougall is from Temple and not Oklahoma. Looks to be a really, really good fit. I'm interested. Okay, this safety looks kind of incredible. Damon Crisp. Damon Crisp. A-man coverage. He's got potentially elite athleticism. If any safety is worth going top 10, it would be that guy. We need a strong safety pretty badly. I'm going to keep looking at these guys. Got to make a decision pretty soon about who to scout further and who not to. I'll add Claiborne to the list. Didn't look amazing, but he looked okay. Honestly, no idea to even make my focus player. I like the look of a lot of this class. Gonna make the decision very difficult. Now we have the money to re-sign Sean Murphy-Bunting. We might actually have to take this up a lot because it's the previous deal. He's gonna test free agency. No, you're not. Man, I'm gonna have to franchise tag him. That's really annoying. I didn't know what he actually wanted because it made it like the previous offer from when I had no money. Vita Vea is back for $800 million a year. But Sean Murphy-Bunting, I'm either going to have to franchise tag or fight for him in free agency. I'm going to franchise tag him. The scouting focus players, I definitely want to do the safety. I want to do, was it McDougald? And I'm going to do one of the other defensive linemen. Let's do, well, the right ends are going to be 80%, so I feel like that's a waste, even though it probably isn't. I'm going to do the right outside linebacker, Paul Hammond, that actually looked really, really good. And we could potentially trade Joe Tryon. Don't really want to do that, but it seems like the best option right now. Oh, also Chris Godwin just got Superstar X Factor and 10K XP. So that's nice. That's why he'll have Superstar X Factor at the end of the season. Which, I mean, he's already, I don't know, he's already really good. Why is he going off? I don't know. We're just going to leave things as they are. I will see you for the playoffs, which we might be taking part in. We're 6-5, currently still leading the division. Just need to keep it up. My biggest fears have been realized. I should have traded my first rounder at the trade deadline. We are 11-6, made the playoffs, won the division, as Jeffrey Butler had a very good rookie year. 4,800 passing yards, including 33 touchdowns as well. Second defense in the league, so the transition with 4-3 went quite well. Rushing, big game Lenny was actually really good. And then receiving, we had 3 receivers with over 1,000 yards. Resurgence for Odell, even though he did have a 1,000-yard season playing with a hernia in Cleveland. Chris Godwin was very good. Mike Evans was the best. All had 90 catches, by the way. Devin White led the team in tackles. Oh my God. Hold on. You'll see. 28 sacks for Shaq Barrett. Pretty good season. Pretty good season for Shaq Barrett. That's really good. Double digits for Joe Tryon. Anthony Nelson had 7. Vita Vea's just didn't really get a ton of pressure. It's not his game. Only had 5 interceptions. I started Geno Stone at strong safety. What am I doing? We need a better D tackle next to Vita Vea, and we need a better safety. But I don't know. Is drafting an edge rusher going to help me? The answer is always yes. In the wild card, can we beat Arizona? Yes. Can we beat Dallas? That would be nice. They're also 11-6, 86 overall. No. 41-35 is your final, as this Bucks team has unfortunately just come up short, but it's still a really good team. Probably the best team I've had in year 2 of any rebuild, near 90 overall. So I am quite pleased with where we are right now. Jeffrey Butler won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Shaq won Defensive Player of the Year. Like to see that. Kyler Murray with the MVP. But we should be in a really good spot. Should have a star dev QB. I think that's almost a given. We'll check, of course. But we should have a star dev quarterback now. Star dev quarterback. Yeah, anytime you have a QB just dominate like that, that's going to happen. Now, his deep throw accuracy needs to be higher. I mean, I'll do strong arm. It's a scheme fit. That'll upgrade him a little bit anyway. That's not really a lot. And his throw accuracy mid. Frustrating. But one Offensive Rookie of the Year. Got star dev, but he got star dev from being in the top 3 in passing yards, I would assume. He's 24. That's fine. That's fine. Gronk's down to an 82, so this is the final year of him being on the team, which is fine. Odell's still hanging around at an 86, although he's going to regress. But again, he's going into his final season with the team. And then defensively, Shepard has not gone up. You're telling me Shaq Barrett put up 28 sacks and didn't get Superstar X Factor after winning Defensive Player of the Year? Is that a joke? Sacks leader, D-line of the year, Defensive Player of the Year. What does it take to get a player Superstar X Factor if not that? Also, terrible abilities. Get these out of here. Oh yeah, Mike Edwards started as strong safety. I didn't, even though I thought I did, I didn't start Mike Edwards. Sean Murphy Bunting, it's 23 mil. I know that's insane to do, but I don't want to lose him in free agency. So negotiating with him now, I'm not going to be insane. But what's better? A 1-year, $23 million contract where I can make it shorter in the next season or less expensive in the next season, or competing for him in free agency and signing to a 3 or 4 year deal worth like $40 million. I don't know. We're going to try it in free agency. Gerald Mcdougall, A, finesse moves, A, tackle. He tested pretty well. Man, I know he can't play D tackle, but that is my current dream. Also, ain't no way I'm saying this guy's name. Yeah, say that out loud quickly. You're gonna get punched in the face depending on where you are. I'm not playing with fire. That's what that is. That's playing with fire. I'm not getting burnt. I wish I knew Paul Hammond's block shedding, because I could convince myself he could play D tackle. Even though he's got great strength, to be fair. But for an outside linebacker, Ooh, B zone coverage. Damon Crisp has to be the guy. Ran 4.44. Come on. This guy's a monster. I want to know more about Deion Keys. His C awareness kind of scares me off a bit, but the testing is through the roof. I think the next round has to be finding more out about D tackles. It's not going to be Danny Jones. I'm sorry, he's not a great athlete, and I care about that. A play rec, congrats. He might be the highest D tackle in the class. I'm not doing it. Also, I could play Sean Murphy Bunting if I get him back at safety as well. Like, that's definitely in the cards, but I'm trying to draft that safety. Levante David's here. He's an 84 overall. Like, it's not too bad. It isn't too bad. I don't know. See, now I'm tempted to move back to a 4-3, or excuse me, a 3-4. And then I can have Zadarius Smith play a hybrid end role and have Joe Tryon showing could be an outside linebacker. Shaq Barrett maybe move back out. And then I could draft an edge rusher and be cool with it. I just really don't have the money to do anything. I just don't. I'm going to have to get Devon Godshaw to be just a replacement. Try to get him for a little bit cheaper. Yeah, I mean, D tackle's tough. I really haven't had this problem before. At least I don't think so. We did get Sean Murphy Bunting back. We got Devon Godshaw. It isn't great. But I mean, if the worst player on my defense is a D tackle, because that safety should be sick. That's really not the worst thing. I do need an outside linebacker. But depending on what happens in the draft, I have 2 first-round picks. Do I want to focus on linebacker, D tackle, or safety? I think the safety has to happen. So then it comes down to, do I want the D tackle? Do I want the end? Do I want an off-the-ball linebacker? It's a tough call. Tough call. I don't know. Jose Holmes is good. He's not great. His block shedding is only a C. We don't know his tackle. We don't know his pursuit. I probably want to know more about him. Delonte Glover, I already had on the board as B for tackling, which is better. I think maybe I'll scout the 2 inside linebackers just to be safe. And then maybe look at Deion Keys. Yeah, he looks the most well-rounded. The C awareness just scares me about his overall. Tim Northcutt is also a great athlete. Nah, I'm going to do Tim Northcutt. I wish I had 4. I wish I could do even 5. But we can only choose 3 focus players. It's got to be more. Okay, it's going to be the 2 middle linebackers and Tim Northcutt. I wish I could do the other D tackle as well. I just think that our defense was so good last year in the 4-3 that I don't really want to go back to a 3-4, even though it was really good in year 1. We also had better players on that team. So I'm conflicted, per usual, with bouncing between a 3-4 and a 4-3 like I do every rebuild. NFL draft time. Not afraid to move up per usual. We pick at number 13 overall. So we will have to move up if we want the safety. Where is the safety? I mean, am I going to get Gerald Mcdougall? Probably not. Man, he looks really good. Let me make some decisions. I got to go through some of these guys, especially the guys we looked at more completely. Let's do that on camera here. Jose Holmes, B tackle. We know he's a great athlete. C block shed. C hit power. We're just missing some big information still. Pursuit, play rec, awareness. The big ones that can really help you know about middle linebacker overall. So that really didn't help that much. And then what about for the other middle linebacker, Delonte Glover? Also a field general type. Did we learn more about him? B awareness, B tackle, B power moves. We don't know pursuit. I'm not blown away by these guys, but that doesn't mean they're not good. This could still be a really good inside linebacker. Conflicted for sure. Tim Northcutt, 95%. So close to knowing his true talent. A little bit annoying. But 95% is nice. Ooh, he's not a pass rusher at all. B block shed, C finesse, C power moves. Not very good. He's another Vita Vea maybe, but he's not 340. So few guys are. That's a thing. They need to generate, at least in some classes, more traditional nose tackles, or at least guys that weigh a lot, because you have some Vita Veas at 350. You have your Tyler Shelvins who are like 330. I guess Tyler Shelvin's not really a well-known name, but I know he's massive. Tyler Shelvin's got to be huge. 346. Like, there's some big 340-pound D tackles that I've never seen them. If you've seen them in the draft, let me know. But I don't think I've seen over 330 ever. I don't even know if I've seen 330. I want Gerald Mcdougall because he's good. He's not. It doesn't solve anything for me. Unless I move to a 3-4, but my personnel no longer fits that. Even though in Madden it doesn't matter. You can just play 250-pound defensive ends at 3-4 end and they'll be fine. I don't really want to do that. Mcdougall looks really good. Can I just convince myself to do this? It's not that strong, but I see A finesse moves, A tackle, and good athleticism. I'm in. Maybe Trevor Whitley's the guy. 6'4", 277. He fits more at someone I can pretend is a D tackle, like Aaron Donald's like 280. A little bit shorter. It doesn't quite fit the same. A power moves, A tackle though. He's not that strong. Maybe it's Trevor Whitley. That's what I'm going to do. I've decided it. It's Trevor Whitley and the safety. That's what I need to make happen. Where's Whitley? 14. Is calling Sam Cosmi Fat Baker Mayfield in the right ballpark? Maybe it's in the right city in terms of being accurate. There's something there. Okay, annoying that I have to give up this much value, but it's also like fine value for the pick. Moving up from 13 to 5. It's going to take 2 third-round picks to get it done as well. One this year, one next year. But I'm going to take the safety at number 5 if he's there. If he's not, I mean, I'm kind of screwed here, but I think he's going to be available. I gave myself a little bit of wiggle room to get this done, and he is available. I think he's worth taking. Safety inside the top 5, I get it. It's a hybrid guy, can do a lot of different things. So you talk about a freak athlete meets at least A man coverage, A play rec. I think he's going to be pretty awesome, and he does have hidden dev. 92 speed, 95 acceleration's crazy high. It's tough in this screen though, because we really don't know if he's that good yet. This is why the draft kind of bothers me in the new form. First of all, it's lame. You don't get to see the player come out. It's kind of lackluster, but also it's not like, man, I wonder what his zone coverage is going to be. We don't know. We know in the next screen. Like, it isn't really hiding anything. Well, I guess in my opinion, it's hiding it for no reason. Like, this is all well and good if you don't know what his zone coverage is until like week 8. I think that would be kind of cool. Like, until they play the 500 snap minimum to have all that revealed, if you just didn't know, that would be kind of cool for a rookie, because it really is like, I wonder what we have. You just don't know. That I like a lot. But right now, where it's hidden for no reason until you just end the draft, what's the point of hiding it? Mcdougall is still available. I'm going to just let him go. I want to trade back up, I think, for Trevor Whitley. I think. The linebackers, I'm just too up in the air about. Like, I just don't know enough to be confident, but I might end up taking one of them. I might. I just don't. Who would it even be? They both look similar. I think it's got to be Whitley, but I'm going to have to move up to like 11. I'm at 11. There's another right end ahead of Trevor Whitley. I think I can last another pick. I think I can. There he goes. I think I'll try to trade up to 12. Need tight end. Please want Gronk. Please. That's all I got. They don't want Gronk. They want OJ Howard. I can't do OJ Howard. So a 1 and then a 2 and a 4 next year are not enough to get this done, which is really annoying. I just don't have anything to give you. Maybe Devon Godshaw they want. That might be enough to get it done. I know we just signed him, but it's like a 1 or 2 year deal. I guess this works as like a sign and trade. And if we're drafting this player to potentially play D tackle, at least in my own head, I can twist it around and rationalize it. but that's also declined. Ooh. Would the Texans take him at 12? They might not, but I don't have anything to do here. I have to wait till Atlanta, maybe. Let's try it. Didn't go at 12. We'll try 13. So close to getting 13. So close. Okay, we got it with a 4. Got it with a 4. It's giving up a lot of value. I feel like I've been doing this thing lately where I just trade future picks every year to move up, which is more fun for the video. But obviously, I guess in these less realistic rebuilds that aren't the realistic in the title or the thumbnail with the real draft classes, I can be a little bit crazier. But it doesn't feel great. But I am taking Trevor Whitley. He looks awesome. He's big enough to where I can rationalize him playing D tackle, or at least defensive end in a 3-4. Does have normal dev, and we can't obviously glean anything from these athletic ratings. So normal dev definitely sucks, especially at a tougher position to upgrade that. But hopefully he's good enough to where he's going to be good. Okay, let's see the draft recap. Did we do well? We did amazingly, at least with a safety. 82 overall. Very, very, very high overall, strong safety. Zone coverage isn't too bad, but the man is really, really carrying his overall. I mean, almost looks like a corner, right? 6'1", 205, pretty big. Trevor Whitley is a 76. That's not bad. Block shedding is where? 74? It's not terrible. 84 speed, 84 power moves. I mean, 85, but it's playing down. Like, that's really not bad. He's just not amazing. He's already in the top 19% of ends. Let's see who we missed out on. That's always the fun part. Ooh, see, I thought Devin Claiborne could be pretty good. 380 overall players in this class. Yeah, he looks awesome. Really, really good zone. Yeah, more of a traditional free safety here for sure. Looks very good. Teddy Cruz, a running back. Deion Keys was a 77. Also, really not much of a pass rusher. Probably wouldn't have drafted him if I saw that. Whitley was actually at the top of the draft. Where's his other D tackle I considered? 74. What about the linebackers? Oh, they're lower. Where even are they? Jose Holmes is a 72. And Delonte Glover's a 71. So I was right there. Very, very close. Good athletes, but that's about it. Yeah, we did well, knowing what we knew. Yeah, no complaints there. And I think we got better. Ooh, already playing up to an 83. We kept Devon Godshaw. So we have a, more traditional run-stopping defensive lineman. But Whitley's going to move to D-tackle. A little bit light for the position. Don't get me wrong, but I know John Randall was a lot shorter. How much did John Randall weigh? John Randall, 6'1", 287. Gosh, just pretend. Pretend he weighs more. He's 74 there, but at least we get him in. Or we could go 3-4, but I still don't have another good defensive end. It would be Vita Vea knows, Whitley, Barrett, and Tryon would be outside linebackers. I don't know. We still have our holes, but it's not like the linebackers are better. KJ Britt doesn't really look that bad, to be honest. His awareness and play record is so low. Our personnel fits a 3-4 better at this point. I am switching back. A few people were commenting about base 3-4 and Pittsburgh defense for being successful in a 3-4. So I'm finally going to try that out. This way we can play Whitley at a more natural left end. We got Devon Godshaw. We got Whitley. It looks like this team really, really fits this defense. So excited about that. Now we just need this team to play well. We got to develop some of these guys a bit, but hopefully that happens. Whitley is a 75 overall rush D tackle. Oh, I actually like the look of this team a lot. We're in a good spot. Offense is coming along really nicely as well. You know, this team's going to be even better than I thought. Yeah, we're looking nice. We had 2 quarterback scouts. What are these scouts here? You're all gone. Tier 3, I'm going to go. It's between middle linebacker and D tackle. I wish there was one that was middle linebacker and outside linebacker. At least one of them. We're going to do middle linebacker. Is there any... There's no tier 3 defensive end? Ooh, hook 'em horns. Brian Osakpo. Let's bring him in. Ooh, top 2 players in this class are D tackles. That's interesting. It looks to be a real good class up front. Where is my tier 3? Did I make it middle linebacker? Surely I wouldn't have done that. Oh, that's right. There wasn't a tier 3 defensive end guy. All right. Strength of this class. I don't even know what this means, by the way. Like, I don't know how accurate it is. But, tier 3, yeah, middle linebacker. Strength of this class, corner, D tackle, wide receiver. Weaknesses all across the O-line. I am firing the middle linebacker scout, and I am hiring the tier 3 D tackle. Gotta be done. Richard Seymour, legend of the game. Hopefully it will be a beast for us. Ooh, 2-4 at the midseason mark. Doing great. Our defense, number 29. Great advice from the comment section per usual. I'm getting this out of here. Heard disguise 3-4 was good. Maybe I'll try that before we completely abandon this, but the offense is killing it. Defense, not so much. Pending free agents will be Tristan Wirfs, Mike Evans, Ali Marpet, Antoine Winfield Jr., Lenny, Odell. I'm gonna have to let the LSU boys walk. Gronk too. And yeah, can't let anybody else come back. But Wirfs, Evans, Marpet, 100%. All right, we got Winfield, we got Evans and Wirfs. Marpet said no for right now. We'll work on that. But we need to turn this season around, man. This has been not a good showing so far. Our defense needs to start playing well. The defense was about as bad as they could have been. It's so bad, there's not even a ranking for us in the NFC South. Offense, amazing. No running game, but whatever. Defense was about the worst in the league. Jeffrey Butler threw for 5,600 yards. That happened. 47 touchdowns. Yeah, amazing season. He's going to be a superstar dev player. 24 picks is a lot. Leonard Fournette wasn't bad. He just, didn't have a ton of yards. Odell was awesome. 17 touchdowns. We had 3 receivers with over 1,300 yards. Nearly 3 with double-digit touchdowns. Dante Shepard had a ton of tackles. Barrett had 15 sacks. Like, the counting numbers look all right, I guess. But the production was horrible. I just got to go back to Kansas City. Just have to. Just have to. They're way better than 90% of defensive playbooks in the game. There's no reason we should be going 6-11 and missing the playoffs. Chiefs lost to the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Mahomes won MVP. Nick Bosa, Defensive Player of the Year. Don McCord and Moses Morgan are your Rookies of the Year. Not Morgan Moses, by the way. the tackle. But Moses Morgan. It's even tough for me to say. I'm just so trained to Morgan Moses just because that's a real guy. Odell is up to superstar dev. He's holding on to that 85, 86 overall, so that's kind of cool. But I'm not going to be able to bring him back, probably. Jeffrey Butler is up to superstar. It's only a matter of time for him. We knew that when we drafted him. Normal dev really is not that bad at quarterback. Really isn't. And then defensively, oh, okay. I didn't check this at the midseason mark. I probably should have. Damon Crisp not only was the highest rated player in the class, he also had superstar X Factor, which I will say is rare. Most often, the highest overall player in the class, I feel like, does not have the best development trait. But Damon Crisp does. Yeah, he's a freak. Already up to an 87 overall as a rookie. 88, really, right? Yeah, 88 as a rookie. I mean, he's the same overall almost as Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's been good and playing for a while now. He's 26, 4 years of experience. This guy in one season is like, watch this. Shaq Barrett also got up to superstar X Factor. Yeah, about time. He didn't when he led the league in, I guess he won linebacker of the year. Huh. So we need a linebacker. We might draft a D tackle. Whitley is kind of in a tough spot. Yeah, I traded up to get him. He's looking like a draft bust at the moment. But we'll see how he plays if he has to start in his second season. But I need a linebacker. Other than that, the defense looks great. Do I find a way to hold on to Odell? I don't think I can. All right, we want Marpet back. He said higher bonus. I just gave him a lot more money. He is back. Fournette's got to go. Maybe a 1-year deal. I cannot give you what you want. 1-year deal. Gonna test free agency. That's fine. I gotta let Gronk go. Can I get Odell back? We used 3 receivers. Like, it'd be big to keep him. He's been really good. He also wants to test free agency. Nobody's gonna want you. Ugly? No, sorry. I say that with my disgusting mustache. Listen, if I could trade and look like Odell, listen, it took me 3 times to get a snap going, but I would, 100%, like that. Vonnie, Sean Miller's in here. I'm telling, nobody wants him. I knew. So I'm going after Fournette and Odell. Big new additions to the team. And also Younghoe Koo. I still want to save some money, but I don't really know who else we would go after in here. Like, Fletcher Cox is real old, and I mean, he'd be an upgrade, but we don't have the money to compete against some of these guys, so it's just Keem Hicks up to superstar. I mean, he's great. And we got all 3. Younghoe Koo, Odell, and Leonard Fournette. Leonard. Playoff Lenny. We actually need to be in the playoffs for that to be unlocked. I did not look at the prospects. Always good. Always good to ignore that. But we are going to be at 80% minimum for all the D tackles. So that's nice. I think the CPU chose some guys to further scout. No, there's probably just regionally that these guys are 95%. So I'm cool on looking at those guys. What else do I need position-wise? Like, man, I wish I knew how athletic these guys were. The athleticism is so important. I think it's got to be the first, like, outside linebackers to inside linebackers I see. Like Matt Wright. I know I skipped an outside linebacker, but not seeing a ton of middle guys. Where are you? Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it off this outside backer and put it on the other middle linebacker. I'm going to look at 3 because we are looking for a starter at middle linebacker. Well, I guess right outside linebacker, but off ball. So those are middle linebackers. And hopefully they don't suck. See you at the draft. Oh, we do have a top 5 pick. Oh, that's from us. We suck. That's right. Oh, wow. We were awful and have a high pick? It's being a Giants fan. Oh, wait, that's me. It's not, that's not a good roast if it applies to me. You got A finesse moves, that's like 70-ish. A D tackle like 73. B power moves is like 78, maybe? So not bad. Good athlete. There's potential here. Chauncey Justice, we would have to trade up for, though. He's at number 2. Interesting. A block shed. B finesse moves. He's a power rusher. So he's going to be pretty good at power rushing. Elite speed and strength. Donald Morgan has got to be the guy. Oh, he looks insane. Donald Morgan's the guy. And I will trade up to number 3 to ensure that we can get him. And guess what's going to be involved in those trades? You guessed it, future picks. Maybe not, though, but probably. A number 5 and a 5th gets me to number 3. If this guy is not available, I'm going to be devastated. He should be, right? Number 4, am I not moving up enough? He's got to be, right? It's number 3. Nah, he's going to be available. See you at that pick. There goes Chauncey Justice. That's not who I wanted. No, I wanted Morgan. I wanted Donald Morgan out of Notre Dame. I didn't need to see anybody else. I saw it. I go, he's amazing. I'm taking him. Welcome to the team, Don. Big Don. 6'3", 309, 79 speed, 94 strength. Quite good. Hidden dev. Always nice to see. Is this the next Warren Sapp? He looks like really amazing. We'll have to see. Now, my next pick is not for like 200 picks. So I'm a little bit conflicted there. I need to look at the inside linebackers, and I need to see if any are worth moving up for. Matt Wright. Matt Wright, not quite. Like that little rhyme. KJ, I mean, straight C's. He's got A hit power. I can't take this guy. D pursuit. We just don't know any important things about him, except for pursuit. I'm gonna take this win here, and I'm gonna move on. Next draft. Well, not next draft. Next season. And we'll see the draft recap. 80 overall. Like that's one of the highest overall D tackles I've seen. 80 power rusher, 80 run stopper. What a gentleman. You know what's funny? If it said run stopper, I probably wouldn't have been in. But the fact that it said power rusher, I said go, oh, you know, his power moves should be pretty high. Yeah, he looks incredible. Ah, man, our previous guy, Whitley, is looking like a real bust. So we got the highest overall player in the draft. Some pretty good D tackles, to be fair. 2 running backs, including a Whitley. How ironic. Yeah, we just got the best player by far. Pleased with that. Well, I guess not by far. There were a couple 79s, but the best player for us by far. Morgan's an 81 overall left end. I mean, I guess he is pretty fast. He does have good power moves. I mean, he's a freak. Let's be real. Guy's a freak. I have to say, Whitley, you disappointed me. You were not put in a position to succeed, and you didn't succeed. That's kind of what that is. You know what? Is that on him? Is it on the player? Or is that on the coaching staff? It's on the player. This guy sucks. Okay, this is my trade. It's an interesting one. And I had to add KJ Britt in order to make this work for salary. But Devon Godshaw, I don't even remember his first name. It was ass. And we still have negative 480K cap room somehow. That can't be true. Oh, cap penalty. That's a lie. It doesn't exist. I'm actually surprised it let me do that then. Oh, it looked good in the pre-trade screen, but the only way that would work for salary is adding KJ Britt. And Whitley just didn't have a place anymore, and we desperately needed help at linebacker. Enter Jamin Davis. I said it, I can just say Jamin. I didn't have to put so much emphasis on the J and the min. I needed to put min effort on the min. Just say Jamin. And instead of max effort, you guys like that one. I'm gonna move Devin White to right outside linebacker because I already paid him. And then so when it comes time to bring back Jamin Davis, which is like now, it's gonna be cheaper. So this will be the team. It's a good looking team. The fact that we drafted a superstar X Factor safety makes it look a little bit better. We got Shepard in there over Jamin Davis. I'm fine with that. He's got star dev already. I do want to change this X Factor ability for no particular reason. I mean, this one sucks. When they enter the zone, other opponents lose progress. Like, how often does that even come up? Maybe an online play? I actually don't have any idea how bad. It sounds bad to me. Let's get shutdown. I like that. And then mid-zone KO. Pretty good start to the season. 7-0. Saints, not so good. 0-6. Falcons, 1-5. This division sucks. There's a lot of emphasis on the middle part of that. Sucks. It's a 3-syllable word, or 2-syllable. It's previously only 1. But yeah, 7-0. I say some dumb shit sometimes. Not even because it's stupid, but because it's like unnecessary. Like all of what's happening now, to be honest. We're going to move on. 7-0. Doing real well. Oh, you know what we can do? Is see our D tackle dev trait. Will it be star? Probably. Because it usually is. The fact that we got a superstar X Factor strong safety, Shocking. Will we do it twice with the top player in the draft? Which, first of all, drafted the top player in the draft in back-to-back drafts. Pretty cool. We don't know it yet? Dude, he's 11 snaps away. Are you taking plays off, Donald? Hey, Big Don, you taking plays off? Rush D tackle. Starting D tackle. Why is he not playing 500 snaps at this point? All right. Here's what we'll do. We'll beat the Seahawks. Boom, 29-23. We'll see the dev trait. It'll be star, and I'll see you at the playoffs. Survey says. It's whatever. Oh, also, players I have to re-sign. Not really a lot. Not really a lot. But where are we financially? Ooh, we have money. We have money. And she's like, how do you have money? I thought it was negative 400 at this point. As Shaq Barrett resigns. Well, it's factoring in the contracts that will be off the books. So, how's that? How you like that? Are we really going to pay like 10 mil to Joe Tryon annually? Basically. But he is back. OJ Howard, I'm not going to do anything with right now. Sam Cosmi, 5-year deal. Worth about 35 mil. We got pretty much everyone back. The only guy I didn't even offer on is OJ Howard because I'm conflicted. But everyone else out, and playoff Lenny as well. But that's fine. Because this is the final season. Nah, maybe not. I feel like doing another season. This has been fun so far. So we'll simulate to the playoffs. 8-0. Can we, without Tom Brady, have a perfect season? Probably not. It's probably going to be 14-3. That's what usually happens. And I don't know what our record is. Defense was top 5. Offense was 3rd. It's going to be 14-3. It just always is, isn't it? We did get a first round bye, though. So our record, and Dallas won 13 games. We won at least 14. Did we win more than that? Let's see. Standings. Undefeated. 14-3. Well, it just always is. Over 5,000 yards from Jeffrey Butler, and it was still 500 plus shy of his current best, but 36 touchdowns to 7 picks. I like that. Leonard Fournette had 18 touchdowns on nearly 1,200 yards. Great year from Chris Godwin. Odell had a bit of a down year. Very odd distribution this year in terms of what we've seen in the past, but still a good season. Like, you'll take that. OJ Howard had his best year maybe with us. Defensively, Devin White had 137 tackles. That's many. Oh, what pressure. 19 tackles for loss for Tryon Shoyinka. 18 for Shaq Barrett. 15 for Vita Vea. 9 for Donald Morgan, who also put up 13.5 sacks, which is amazing, but is also tied for third, ranked 4th on the team. Tied third, we can just say. 18.5 sacks for Shaquille Barrett. 15 for Joe Tryon Shoyinka. 13.5 for both D tackles in Vita Vea and Donald Morgan. It honestly doesn't get much different name-wise. It's opposite ends of the spectrum. You have Vita Vea, which no one would have that name, really. At least not that I've heard. Maybe, like, if you're Polynesian or, like, Samoan or Hawaiian or whatever, you might have a name that looks like that. But Donald Morgan, that's, like, as basic as it gets. Even though I don't know any Donald Morgans. Got a lot of picks as well. Yeah, this was just an awesome team. Dante Shepard might be a star candidate. He might go up to star dev on that season. And Damon Crisp, he's playing pretty crispy. Up to a 94 overall in just his second season. He's got 90 man coverage. 94 speed. Do I just move you to corner where you'll be the best corner in the league? Don't tempt me with a good time. Because I'll take you up on it. I might move him to corner. There's not a real reason to. As we have the Packers in the divisional. Let's just bowl through them. How about that? 30-24. And it's Dallas. Dallas, 86 overall to our 92. And look at their 86, by the way. It's a 92 offense and an 81 defense. We're slightly more well-rounded than that. With a 93 offense, 92 defense, or the other way around or something. Jeffrey Butler. We'll do improviser, which just because the CPU is not going to upgrade that, plus 2 throw accuracy deep. Oh, he's going to get really good. We'll do another season after this just because I want to see how it goes. We'll do run stopper. Make Joe Tryon Shoinka a little bit more well-rounded with the +3 block shed. And Jalen Camp doesn't matter. No offense. I mean, freak athlete, Georgia Tech guy. But I mean, he matters. Listen to a lot of people, I'm sure. You matter. If you're seeing this, you matter. Super Bowl time. Man, I feel like this has been a particularly annoying rebuild for me. Not because of results, by the way, but because of the way I'm acting. And there's no reason to be this uppity at the moment. Ravens, Cowboys, Super Bowl. I can't end on that. I can't end on that. I'm not going out like that. A running back named Scooby. We freaking Scooby-Doo won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Oh, what was the Arizona State linebacker? Scooby Wright the third. That's the only Scooby I know. Christian McCaffrey won MVP. Ravens won the Super Bowl. Good on him. 10 mil remaining. Fournette is still holding his overall. It's shocking to me. I'm going to let him go. I'm going to get a better running back somehow. OJ Howard, same deal. Also, I will note that a better running back somehow might mean Leonard Fournette in free agency. It might be the same running back. Jalen Waddle's here. I'm, of course, tempted. I need to let my better judgment take over. Shepard is star now. Yeah, nobody wants Fournette. I knew he'd be easy to get. Fournette's really cheap, by the way. He's real cheap. I can swing that. Damn, that's the best tight end. I would almost rather have Noah Gray. Almost. Damn, Trey Smith up to a 91. Who is the single biggest, most impactful player I could get? Michael Thomas could be good. Do I still have Odell? I think I do. I'm gonna sign him to a multi-year deal. I did. That's fine. I don't need a third receiver or fourth. I like my line. I just need tight end. I'm too loose. Vita Vea up to superstar X Factor. Joe Tryon up to superstar. Carlton Davis up to superstar. Oh, also Devin White superstar. I didn't even notice that. Everyone just went up. Why? For why? I have no idea. Oh, superstar X Factor. Am I just not noticing anything? Big Jeff. I can't tell you if I've really ever seen a good tight end in the draft. I doubt now is going to be any different. No, round 2 to 3 and then day 3. They don't ever really have any good draftable tight ends ever. Hopefully that changes at some point. Oh, this is a strong offensive line class. I'm bored already. No, I actually do like O-line play quite a bit now. Past 2 years, especially this year, I've really gotten into it, but I don't want to draft one. I'm going to be honest. I don't. A 2, a 4, and a 5 gets me, I think his name is Jamar Beasley. Cole Beasley's brother. They are definitely related if you couldn't tell. I'll get another good look at him so you'll see the resemblance and I can find out his name. It is Jamar Beasley. 24 years old. Star dev. I like it. I like it. We have someone that we can develop that also will be pretty good. So I'm in favor of that. And now the only real weak point of the team becomes, I don't know. I like it. I think the team's awesome. Maybe right guard. Maybe we give everything to get Trey Smith. We're the best old offensive lineman. Like Zach Martin's going to be 20 mil. I also don't have a kicker. You have a punter either? Nah, of course not. No, I do have a kicker. Give me Texas legend, Hook'em Horns, Michael Dixon. We'll keep the remaining money to potentially make a draft day trade for, I guess, an offensive lineman I can trade a first round pick for and probably get mostly anyone who I want, especially if I use future picks. We got playoff Lenny. We got Michael Dixon. Oh, private workouts is right. Doesn't really matter a ton. Am I really going to draft someone that plays? Unlikely. And you're thinking, what about a top 5 guard? Yeah, you want me to scout these guys? They're going to suck. And also, I won't be able to take them because they're so out of my range. Do the running back too. Glenn Cooks. I'm somehow in Ultimate Team now. I don't know how this happened. We're not going to be ever welcome to mud. I'm going to be okay on that. All right, draft time. Let's take a guard. Let's trade up to number 1 for a guard. Not even gonna pause the draft. I don't care. Don't. Let me see. How bad is Devin Blades? Oh, pretty bad. Oh, he's terrible? Yeah, of course he is. Oh, how bad is Kenny Brooks? Also awful? We don't even know. We have no idea. At 80% scouted. Actually, he's got A, run block power. F, pass block finesse. Yeah, let's take that dude top 4. Top 4. Sure. Is the running back good at least? He's got A, catching. And he's really slow. Oh, no, he's ass. He's really good at receiving for a running back, which is not very good at all. I mean, the only real place I can upgrade... right guard. I mean, right tackle's fine. That's just going to be what it is. The defense is great. It's really like right guard, and that's it. Listen, I'll take Creed with arms wide open. All right, that would have been a great pun with Creed. Looks like it's not going to happen. Why? This is a good trade. You like that. Landon Dickerson. All right, Alex Kappa in a first for Landon Dickerson. He'll play right guard the rest of the draft. Have fun. Who did we miss out on? In what I'm sure was an amazing draft. Great from us, too. There was at least an 80. It was a tackle, no less. It's never a tackle. Scott Locklear. Yeah, sure. It's a pretty good class in general. It's not amazing, but Scott Locklear is number 1. Why are we less? Why are we less overall? I have not changed Landon Dickerson a right guard yet. That's what it's got to be. Even though it would fool you. You look quick, but he is indeed still a left guard. Defense looks awesome. The offense is up to an 89 overall, or is that the team? That might be the team. So are we still... we're still the same overall. What do I gotta do? I mean, a better running back, but it doesn't really impact the offense too much. I mean, I guess it still would, because we would still run the ball a little bit. We'd have a better running back when we do. Odell's a bit worse. I mean, Mike Evans is regressing. We're dealing with some regression pretty hard. I need Jeffrey Butler to actually take a step in overall. He's good. I need you to be great, Jeffrey. Man, my offensive line is really highly paid. At least by Madden standards here. It's no wonder I don't have any money. Everyone's getting paid a fortune. How am I even affording? Oh, quarterback. Quarterback salary is nothing. I'm not going to trade for a better running back. We're just going to rock with the team we've assembled and built, which is redundant because that means the same shit. It is a very good team. Seen the offense, you've seen the defense. Now it's time to see results. You like that? So I'm a professional YouTuber. Just boom, work that in there. You didn't even see it coming. You know what I'll do? I'll move Odell out of this. I mean, this is Tampa Bay playbook. Tampa Bay offense. I seldom use it. I don't even think slot receiver matters that much. That might be the 3rd most targeted receiver on the team. I'm going to simulate to the playoffs. We're going to win. It's either going to be 11 or 14. I'm going to say... go big or go home. I'm going to say 14-3. All right, let's see. Will we actually be able to see it? Nope, can't. We're 12-5. That was not one of the options. And that puts us in the wild card round of the playoffs. Another 5,000 passing yard season for Jeffrey Butler. It would make sense for him too when he passes the ball 500 times. 642 times. My bad. I didn't know what the attempts would be. 38 touchdowns to 16 picks. Good season. Fournette, 4 yards per carry. You'd like to see it a bit higher, like 4.1 range. Receiving 3 1,000-yard receivers, and Jamar Beasley had 12 touchdowns. Overwhelming success to get him. Overwhelming. And then defensively, big-time sack totals. Not so much from my big guy, Don, here, but 10 from Vita Vea, 16.5 from Joe Tryon, 17 from Shaq Barrett, 5 picks from Carlton Davis. All in all, a good season. And we will see if we can carry some momentum from a 48-14 win over Chicago through the playoffs. We win by 1. We beat the Seahawks by 1 point. And now we play the Packers. We are +9 overall. Does that matter in Sim? No, it doesn't at all. Can we beat the Packers? We do. 35-24. And it's the 13-4 Giants. On what planet? Number 4 offense, number 2 defense? I disagree. I've seen the games. Let's see this. I mean, the team doesn't suck. It's a pretty good team. I need to see these playbooks. Chris Godwin, 99 overall club. Welcome, Rod God. He has ascended. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff from Rod God. I like this team. I do. Can't see any changes yet, but I'm going here to see if the Giants are still in Giants stuff, which they can't be. They can't be. It still is. I'm so confused. I don't know even what to do with that information. We will hop in here. Clearly, the Giants are some unbeatable juggernaut, which, I mean, I wish I could see the day. But hopefully our run D is good enough to stop their run game. That's all I can hope for. And here we are. 7-0 lead over the Giants. It is snowing here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We're up 10-7. Bucks aren't used to playing in this weather. It's 13-10. 20-10. The Giants don't play in this weather either. And by that, I mean they don't play. They might be on the field, barely, as this is a very close game, but the Bucks do edge out a narrow victory over what can only be known as the best team in NFL history. Big upset there. Dennis Wilhelm, Giants quarterback. Certainly won't be Daniel Jones in this scenario. Also, man, could I have put any less effort into saying the word scenario there? It was just like diarrhea spilling out of my mouth. Scenario. Have a little pride. Put a little effort in. 12-5 Bucks against the 12-5 Raiders. Where have I seen this matchup before? Was it the Bucks-Raiders Super Bowl where the Bucks emerged victorious? Where John Gruden took over Tony Dungy built roster and beat his old team? Yes, that's exactly what happened. Also, John Gruden, he who shall not be named. Can't even say it anymore. It's too terrible to even say his name. Defensively, Devin White up to superstar X Factor. Yeah, team's pretty sick. I think we're all fully aware of that. Look at Damon Crisp, though. He's 24. He's a 96 overall. That's insane. That is crazy. 91 man, 92 zone, 93 tackle, 97 acceleration. Dude is a goon. He is, I think, the second highest overall in the entire team. Ooh, third maybe. I think it goes Godwin. Ooh, Wirfs too. So fourth, but we have 3 99s, or 2 99s, a 97 in Vita Vea, and then the 96 that is Damon Crisp. What a last name, by the way. Crisp. It's Levante David. Levante David's on the Raiders. Oh my goodness. The storylines write themselves. Super Bowl rematch. Revenge game for Levante David. Who comes out on top? Raiders up first. Bucks answer nearly instantly. And now scoreless as the Raiders break the tie with a field goal. Bucks answer right back. Now take the lead with a touchdown. 17-10. 20-10 before halftime. Third quarter action. Raiders back on the scoreboard with a TD. Bucks answer right back. Raiders not giving up. They take the lead. The Bucks turn over the football. What's happening? Oh, we punted. Oh, you can't punt there. Oh, we needed to stop. We didn't get it. All right. We need a drive. Then we need to stop, and we need to drive again. We got the weapons on offense, though, and we know I don't run the ball anyway. We got Jamar Beasley, Mike Evans, Rod God, and Odell. These guys are going to make some plays. Get out of bounds. That works. If it fits, it chips. Oh, this play has 30 yards written all over it. They played it better than I wanted, but guess what? Odell caught it out of bounds. We'll just do that the entire drive, entire length of the field. We only need one player on the team, and it's Odell. Well, Chris Godwin's also good to have. We're moving it. Okay, this is where maybe we get crazy. You know what? I'm gonna streak Mike Evans, Beasley, Rod God. I'm taking the one-on-one shot. We got Mike Evans. He's got double me. Catch the ball, Mike. Please. Play action. Odell got it. Are you kidding me? It's not intercepted. That ball hung up there for an actual eternity. I like the play, though. I like the play. Odell looked like he was getting wide open. Wasn't the throw that I needed. Or the throw that I was expecting. Odell's so open. Let's get out of bounds. All right. This drive has taken nearly no time at all. All right, cross field. We have some options here. I'm looking at Odell probably. I don't like it. Doesn't Butler have like 88 speed? Is that all he's got? Be faster. He looked so slow. I need something with crossing routes because that's the only thing that's effective. The pressure got after me a little bit there. I mean, their D-line looks amazing. We just need to fake them out. I swear it was more open than you could even imagine. All right, looking at Beasley probably. He's open. I mean, that pass was led way too far down the field, but it is a touchdown. It is a touchdown. And in order to make this a field goal game, we will go for 2. I actually like a run here. Playoff Lenny. It's the playoffs. It's a Super Bowl. 2-point conversion is successful. 3 timeouts still. 2-minute warning still. No need for an onside kick. All we need are stops. Well, one, really. One stop. 2-minute warning is come and gone. We have not had the stop that we so desperately need. That was weird. Whenever I need a stop in these rebuilds... Oh, it's Drummond, by the way. The quarterback we had a chance to take but didn't. But whenever I need a stop, we cannot stop the team from running the ball down our throats. It's terrible. And we got a great D-line. It's a great group. They just get destroyed. I need to blow it up with Jamin Davis. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. All right. Thank God he's an idiot because there was a first down there for the taking. Dude, I don't have this problem in Lions franchise where run blocking for the CPU is turned up to 100. But in these rebuilds, I hop in and we just get the ball pushed down our throat. 1 minute and 40 seconds. No timeouts. Time not on our side. Baker is not the name of our quarterback, but Butler has some speed, and he's got a huge gain. 1 minute and 31 remain. That was a good play. I thought we might have been sacked there for a second. Nope. Not. Mike Evans, clear out. Play action, roll out. Tight end, quick couple of yards. Look at that. Oh, Beasley's got some speed. Beasley down the sideline. Big gain, Tampa. Butler over 430 yards passing. We still have plenty of time. Oh, they're pressing? What's that little nickel corner doing on the left side of the screen? What he doing? He blitzing? Nah. Little fake. Roll out. Throw on the run. No, it's overthrown. It's caught by Godwin. I was not throwing a Godwin. Butler's throw on the run is wildly bad, is what we just found out there. Rod God came back, made a godly play to get the football. Play off Lenny to punch it. Also, Godwin, 200 yards receiving. We had the touchdown. Don't want the touchdown. Not there. Want more time gone. Playoff Lenny's going to punch it in no matter what. I want some time off the clock. I know what the CPU's capable of. I will not underestimate them. I will not doubt them. I know what they can do. They will cheese the ever-living hell out of me. 3 timeouts too? Do I score on second down? That's the only question. Probably don't want to, but maybe I do because what if I don't get in on third down? Just going to get him. Just going to get him. I'm not going to be stupid. I'm going to take the touchdown. I'm not going to lose in the Super Bowl off of choosing to not go in. I'll let the CPU agged my brain in with an aggressive catch. But they're going to need a touchdown to win, 34 seconds. This is not a gimme game over. It just depends if the CPU want to be brain dead idiots like usual, or if they want to cheat me like also usual somehow. It depends. Oh, he's getting sacked. Who was that? I don't know who that was. Give me a name. I can't even pause it. Hold on, give me a name. Who just got the sack there? I mean, I want the play summary. It wasn't, I think it was, I think it was Donald Morgan. Because it wasn't Vita Vea. It looked like it came from the interior. Had to be Big Don. Little check down. I am all in favor of that. Just step out of bounds. That's fine. 3rd and 18. Get back. Get back. They're going deep. Winfield iced it. Game over. Peace. Shout out Tyreek Hill. Super Bowl done. Antoine Winfield Jr. ends it. The Bucs are Super Bowl champions once again. You think I won't throw a pick six to lose the game? You're wrong. You're wrong. I'll throw a pass for no reason. It was 4th down. All right, well, we're just going to throw it to Mike Evans now. That's all that does. 4th and 13. Throwing it up. Mike Evans. Whatever. Game over. Sick play, idiot. The Bucs are Super Bowl champions. It feels good to end on a Super Bowl win. And one where I hopped in and played excellently. I played well enough. We don't have to break down the specifics of, oh, you missed the dig open across the middle for a touchdown at 1 hour and 8 minutes. Yeah, thanks. You're going to be an offensive coordinator someday. We're going to be going over the film. You know, oh, you really disappointed me here. You just didn't want it badly enough. Blah, 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 blah. Super Bowl champions. And feels pretty good. Also, if I correctly predicted that it happened at 1 hour and 8 minutes after editing this, wow. I'm not going to make it happen, but if I did, I'm Rain Man. See you in the next one. Take it easy.
Insane, I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed burst good.